Okay, people, back here in the saddle again. I don't know whether a lot of you all been paying attention what's going on in the Donald Trump indictment. And I've been paying very much attention to what's going on. And there's a lot of reasons why they convicted Donald Trump. But not for the reasons y'all think he is convicted of. So hold on to y'all ass, because y'all finna hear the reason why Donald Trump was convicted. It's not for the reasons they say he's convicted of. See, actually, they brung up old shit that he was already acquitted on. They brung up old shit from Stormy Daniels, Stormy Daniels' so-called relationship he had, to old shit that they try to get him impeached with. But the latest shit was all these so-called documents that Donald Trump had in his house down in Florida. Now, first of all, they violated Donald Trump's, they violated his Fourth Amendment right and his First Amendment right by going into his property. Because keep in mind, Donald Trump is supposed to be protected by the Secret Service. That means he's supposed to have Secret Service at his house before they even did. They supposed to have gave him consent. They supposed to gave Donald Trump a search warrant to search his house when he was there. They illegally went into Donald Trump's house. So right now, that was a violation. That's a clear violation of the Constitution. How they did that, clear violation. And just because of that, Donald Trump could throw that shit out and appeal those cases. But the real reason why they going after Donald Trump, because number one, those documents he had, there's a lot of evidence going against what they trying to do now, the direction that they trying to take this nation. Those documents showed the American people that a vast number of your politicians, your liberals and conservatives, are in cahoots with one another and working with the Rothschilds and the banking industry institutions of the EU and the World Monetary Fund. That includes the Federal Reserve and the IRS, which is basically the enforcers, the goons of the Federal Reserve Bank. Now remember, a couple months ago, they had a congressional meeting on trying to get rid of the IRS and get rid of the Federal Reserve Bank, because some of these politicians that standing up for Donald Trump knew what they were trying to do. They were trying to put in what you call the Fed Now, which the Fed Now supposed to come in to existence in July the 1st, 2023. Now, if you all don't know what the Fed Now is, the Fed Now is set up to try to replace the American dollar, with what you call the government crypto. Now, remember a couple years ago, the government said they was gonna try to make crypto or electronic money illegal, because bankers, those independent people who want to move their money outside the banks so that their money will not be seized by the government, and the only way you can move all your money and have economic freedom without the government or government entity going into your money because now you can't even put your money offshore no more. So the best way to keep the government from going after your money is crypto. So a lot of people was putting their money in crypto. And then on top of that, one crypto dollar, check this out. One crypto dollar is like $100, and then if the cryptocurrency go up, that means that $1, that crypto that was $1, that crypto is gonna go up to $100 to $200 and keep rising. Long as them crypto stocks go in there. So if you put like $100 worth of crypto in there and you keep putting money in there, you can fuck around and be wealthy. That means crypto will get you out of poverty. So what Donald Trump was doing, Donald Trump was for the crypto, but for private, he for private crypto like Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies that put out. Now, if you all remember the creator of Bitcoin and the creator of the Cash App, you know both of these guys found these guys dead. That's what y'all don't know. Well, Donald Trump got federal information on these guys' murder. That's why all that stuff they went down there in Florida, like I told this dumbass nigga that I was talking to, that he was up there talking about, I'm glad they're getting rid of Donald Trump. This the same nigga I was telling y'all about that sit up there and said he don't want his racists to be, his white supremacist leaders to be out in the open. He rather for them to be secret. I said so they can make moves on you like they did the Nazis and the Jews in Germany. When that nigga said that, I cut that nigga off like karate. I cut that nigga off home, I blocked that nigga, stop fucking with that nigga. Just on the strength that he said some dumb shit like that, I said I don't need to have dumb niggas like that around me. So I cut that nigga out of my life, just on the strength of that. So, the reason why they indicted Donald Trump, number one, they don't want Donald Trump to run for office no more. Because now, people is waking up. And now, another thing too, what they didn't expect, Donald Trump now got a lot of black supporters now, where he didn't have any. Because the black people have been lied to, where they were saying Donald Trump was racist and all this shit, all kind of bullshit they were making up. And actually, black people were that damn dumb to believe that shit. And I used to ask these Negroes, how Donald Trump a racist? How is Donald Trump a racist? And then most of the things they will come up with is what about the Central Point 5? When he said that about Central Point 5. Yes, he said, he acknowledged he said that, and he said he glad those guys got out. But did Donald Trump convict them? That was all on the comment. That was all on the comment Donald Trump made. He said, well, you know, if they did that, they need to be locked up. Okay. Did he say anything racial about it? No, Donald Trump didn't. Well, those guys got free. They got compensated for that. Yeah, it's fucked up. They did 5 years for some bullshit that never happened. And the state of New York compensated for that. Gave them, I think they gave them what, $3 or $4 $1 million a piece. I don't know how much they gave those brothers. But the state compensated. They could never take up, let me make this clear. That money could never make up for the time they lost, that they could have even possibly been out and made more money. It could never make up for that. So let me say that right off the bat. But the whole thing is, these people have been gunning for Donald Trump as soon as he started, when he ran for office the first time. And actually, the reality was, at first they thought he was gonna lose, but you know, they weren't banking on really Donald Trump to actually win. They were laughing at Donald Trump ain't gonna win. Because before that, they weren't talking about Donald Trump was racist back then. You know, they weren't talking about, oh, Donald Trump was racist, he hate black people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump was loved by everybody back then. You did? He was loved by everybody. But see, what they didn't bank on was Donald Trump beating Hillary Clinton in the election. See, what happened is people got tired of these incumbent career politicians who you get in office and they do shit. Pretty much like in the black community, we got liberal politicians that don't do shit for black people, but they'll do shit for everybody else. Pretty much the same thing. Y'all niggas vote them in all the time. Y'all vote them liberal niggas in, and them niggas like Kwasi and Fume up there, well, right down south here on 95 in Baltimore, Maryland. That motherfucker don't do shit. Haven't done shit for black people in the city of Baltimore. Now y'all got another Negro politician who basically is trying to take these squeegee boys off the streets, and that's the only income them young brothers got is the squeegee windows. They ain't out there shooting nobody, they ain't out there robbing and selling no drugs. All them young brothers doing is just squeegeeing windows just to make a living, just to survive. But I guess that liberal Negro down there who's the mayor of Baltimore, Maryland, he didn't want them squeezing windows, but they don't have nothing else as an alternative for them young men. Any programs for them young men, like work programs where they can learn carpentry, plumbing and shit. Them Negroes don't got nothing for them young boys down there in Maryland. Nothing. And the only one who came out to defend them young men, I'm gonna tell you who it was. It was them young boys. It was that conservative woman who was married to a Brad named Kimberly Cleek. And she's a conservative. She came out and said they doing the wrong thing by doing that, because them boys don't have nothing. That's how they was surviving on squeegee and windows down there in Baltimore, Maryland. But nah, we gonna take that from them. And then hopefully those boys can get out there and start selling drugs and killing each other up. Then we can keep on filling the graves with these young niggas and keep on getting them caught up in the prison, the school to prison pipeline, because we need more slaves in the prison. So back to what I was saying before I got out offline, I'm just talking about these corrupt Negro leaders who black folks put in that don't do shit. Not saying that the conservatives any goddamn better, because they're not, but I'm just saying. But the reasons why they going after Donald Trump, you all need to ask these questions. Why are they so avid at it? Why they're so motherfucking going so hard to get Donald Trump, to get Donald Trump convicted? Because they don't want Donald Trump to run no more. They know he's gonna overturn everything that Jim Crow old Joe Biden put in place, which really he doing the job of the fucking bankers, the banking cartels. He's doing the job of the Federal Reserve Bank. And you know what that job is? American people, black and white, American people, Hispanics, Asians, Arab Americans, East Indian Americans, Native Americans. You know what? You know the job that they put Biden in to do for all y'all who's American. They put Donald Trump, they put Biden in office to sell y'all into slavery. To sell America into slavery and sell the world into slavery. That's what the Great Reset is all about. The Great Reset is about the banks taking control once again like they did before. Now, by them putting in this new government currency in called the Fed now, basically gets rid of the dollar. So now, say like if you say something that's on YouTube that the government don't like, they can freeze your account. Oh, if you still got money in your account, you know what they can do? They can seize that money and say, well, if you don't use your money up, we gonna seize it. So basically, they telling you they don't want you to be able to put savings up for a rainy day. They want you to depend completely on them. But yes, they want you to be a slave. They're trying to erode your First Amendment right, your Second Amendment right, the right to bear arms. Why you think they letting all these goddamn shootings go on? And y'all think I'm up here bullshitting with y'all when I said Channing Tatum was a Manchurian candidate. Y'all think that dude, that little kid, wrote that manifesto like he did. That boy was a Manchurian candidate. That guy, that white guy that shot all them people up down there in Arizona and Las Vegas at that was a Manchurian candidate. That dude that did that shooting in the theater in Colorado, that was another Manchurian candidate. Because if you really look at the background, Channing Tatum was talking to a what? An ex-FBI agent. Hey, go look that up. Channing Tatum, the kid that shot all those people in Buffalo who they tried to say it was racist epitome, the CIA wrote that up. That dude was right. That dude was corresponding with a CIA agent who was an FBI agent. That boy was a Manchurian candidate. But the truth will come out. A lot of shit y'all seeing now that's in them documents that they got from Donald Trump house, those are implicated documents that Donald Trump was, when he get in office, gonna put them documents out there for the American people to see how deep the swamp is. How deep that swamp is and how many monsters in that swamp. And believe me, all your monsters like Hillary Clinton and that in a Pizzagate incident, which y'all forgot about Pizzagate, and Ralph Nader's computer, where the FBI went and looked at Ralph Nader's computer and found all them pictures of young girls and shit. Also, they seen another video. I ain't gonna say that, but it involved Anthony Weiner's wife and Hillary Clinton and some wicked, evil shit that you can't. That it was so wicked that the FBI, the New York PD, got sick, and one of the officers was so sick, you know, they killed one of those officers. One of those officers was found dead because they were gonna despise what they see, and they didn't want them to despise it. So those police was killed. That's why they convicted Donald Trump. Because they knew Donald Trump was gonna open that damn can of worms on their ass when he got in office. But now, it's too late now. America is done. Once they put that Fed now come in July the 1st, if you all ain't move your money to, you know, crypto and shit like that, I feel sorry for y'all, man. This country getting ready to go from bad to worse. And that's another reason why they use those shootings, does have them mass shootings and shit, so they can pass a bill against semi-automatic rifles and entirely take firearms for you completely. But one thing that's not going to change is the 15th Amendment. So, just pay attention, American people, and keep y'all head on swivel.